Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1.
Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast, right here on FanStream Sports. I'm your illustrious host, IndyCarTim, and that guy over there, live from his home studio in South Fort Worth, Texas. That is PGA of America member and star of From the Rough, Johnny Gerber. Hello, Johnny.
Well, I got to start speaking Spanish. I'm down in South Fort Worth right now. I didn't realize how the Spanish culture is very predominant here, which I love. I love
Good
the
day,
Spanish
mate.
culture. So I got to say buenos dias to you. I think we just say buenos dias instead of hello, what's up? We haven't done a show in a couple weeks, but
Wait, what'd you just call me? What did you call me?
I called you Diaz.
Oh, what's up, Diaz?
Yeah. I called you Diaz. But yes, good to be back. Like I said, we missed a couple weeks, but this is a good week to get back on track in terms of everything golf. So it's going to be a fun show. We're not going to miss any more Wednesday shows. But we do have a pretty cool travel schedule coming up as we continue to build. Little delay on our building of with everything going on in Tampa. We pray for all the people there in Tampa, but we are moving forward with our new studio in Tampa.
We are
going to be structured and based for the JP Peterson show and everything all good with FanStream Sports. So looking fortunate, certainly fortunate to be able to do it and looking forward to it as you and I are going to take a little couple-day road trip. We might be sweeping some, doing some charity work, getting all the brushes and all the trees and stuff off and helping some people on top of that. But I'm looking forward to getting down there for a couple of days. Place you've never been. Oh, Tampa.
No, and I'm looking forward to it because I've heard so much about it. Of course, doing the JP Peterson show for the last couple of years, couple days a week, and talking to Tampa folks and covering it and hearing about it so much. I feel like I live there already. So
yeah.
Got a couple of places pinned out. I don't know if we'll have time for me to hit all the places I want to go to, but I certainly want to hit the patio.
We're doing that.
And I want to hit, was it El Paradiso, the incredible Italian place that sponsors the JP Peterson show. That's all authentic. I can't wait to talk to that guy.
We're not going there.
I mean, JP's buying, so hell yeah.
We're not going there. We're not going there.
That's not very nice.
No, I'm just saying we're not going there.
It's my trip.
It's not your trip. Well, hold on now. Slow down.
Is this not a fun trip? This isn't a fun
trip. This is not a fun trip. This is a work trip.
It is a work trip. And it's going to be a lot of work trip it's going to be a lot of work. I get it. I understand. So when you're in there, when you're studio working, I might go over there to the Italian place. Oh, you're going to be studio working too.
I know. You see how beautiful this studio looks? I did it all myself.
And that's why you need me to come fix it for you.
That's correct. That's right. That's right. We just talked about that. I said, can you please come over and fix all this stuff?
We'll get it all worked out. But
the TV's about to fall down too. So so just to let you know,
couldn't wait, could you? Couldn't wait for me to get there.
When I drive and I do everything in life, there's no yield for me. It's either red or green. There's no yellow in what I do. No yellow. There's no yield.
I don't think that's very right. I don't think you should do it that way.
I don't know if it's worked so far, but it's kind of worked so far, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
You're not supposed to use Velcro to hang TVs, right?
You're not?
No, got news for you.
Maybe that's the problem. Are you supposed to, can you just screw it in the wall and put super glue? Gorilla Glue has worked pretty well so far. That's what I did.
Well, I don't know if you want to, sorry, I'm trying to share the show. All the places we're supposed to share it when we start. I don't know that you want to use glue because then we probably won't be able to get it down.
Well, we tried that for the studio there and it's our signage and that's, how's that worked out?
Well, since I put the Gorilla tape on it, it's great. They haven't fallen down yet. Since we had our buddy Houston Nutt up to the studio and I had to make it look nice.
Yeah. So Gorilla, the company Gorilla or whatever it is, we're looking for a sponsor. And coming up, we got some new sponsors maybe coming up here on board here in the next few weeks also.
Sponsors are good.
Yeah, they are. So we're doing something right, brother. We're doing something right.
Well, let's talk some golf and do the folks that tuned in right, because they're not here to talk about our trip to Tampa and my drunken debauchery in Kansas City, although we do cover that quite extensively.
We do. And there's going to be stories from Tampa. As misered up as you got in Kansas City, it's going to be 3 times
There
worse.
There might be video from Tampa, because I'm going to remember to video some of this debauchery.
We're going to get that VIP treatment for the hockey game on Monday. So
we're going to the
JP's
Nashville Predators and the Tampa Bay Lightning game. We're getting credentials from JP, and that'll be fun, man.
Yeah, be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna have to put on hold my Stars fandom for at least a night, and maybe don some Lightning stuff.
And I'm a hockey fan. I'm a sports fan. You know this. I'm not as much as a hockey fan as I am a baseball fan, but there it is. That's just so great. That is so great. That is so great.
Oh boy.
But it's those two sports for me, baseball and hockey, are the two I appreciate more when I'm there.
Oh, for
it's
sure.
Live for me. Watching it on TV, you can't see the development of the plays and stuff like that. So when I'm there, I love it. Baseball especially. I mean, I was a baseball player, so I just appreciate it more, and especially hockey. I think hockey is one of the best tickets in sports. They don't whack you so hard with the prices, right? It's not like going to the NBA, an NBA game. So I just think it's a really good ticket. My favorite thing I think the best sporting events I've ever been to is MMA. And here's why I say that is, well, I know you say that, but there's a fight every 15 minutes. Like there's not there's not so much waiting around and stuff like that. So it's just for me.
I'd probably be more into the waiting around than watching the fight.
Well, it just
doesn't do anything for me. Like, never got into boxing. I don't understand the appeal of MMA. I really don't get it. I don't understand it at all.
That's fine.
If I want to watch a bunch of guys hump each other in a ring, there's porn channels for that. I don't need that.
And next show, as we always say, next show.
And they're
next
free.
Show. I think you would. I'm not saying you would love it if you actually went to it live.
Yeah.
But you would think a little bit different.
I would love the energy for sure.
That's it. The energy is crazy. I
mean, I keep
and
telling people,
the ring girls are pretty good.
I keep telling, I can find them at tailgaters though. I keep telling somebody one of these days I might go to a soccer game just so I can say that I went. And I've been to a soccer game. I went to the World Cup in 1994 at the Cotton Bowl when we had it here, but I was in the press box. I wasn't sitting in the stands with all the nationals. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
but
fair.
But anyway,
it's a little racist, but fair.
Well, they're, whatever country they were from. I don't know if they were Colombian or Argentinian or Brazil. I don't know. I don't remember who played in 94 at the Cotton Bowl, but all I know is it wasn't America.
Well, you're not a soccer fan anyway, so it makes sense.
I don't understand soccer at all. Don't get it. It's like MMA. I don't get the appeal. I don't get it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
why you have ties. Why do you have ties
in
a sport? It's not a sport because you have ties. Idiots.
Well, it's hockey. You don't call hockey people idiots.
They don't have ties anymore. They got smart and they got rid of ties.
All right. Well,
they haven't had ties in hockey in 30 years.
2 years.
No, more than that. You know what else they don't have ties in? Golf. I mean, after first place, then you have ties.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But not for the lead. And it feels like just like that, we're already at the halfway point of the FedEx Cup fall schedule. As the 2024 Shriners Children's Open represents the 4th of 8 tournaments to be played before the calendar flips to the new PGA Tour season. We've got some veterans there. We've got some potential young stars there. Patton Kizzire is going to be there. Guys like Kevin Yu, Matt McCarty, bunch of dudes that I don't know absolutely anything about that Johnny will educate us, I'm sure, at some point for his picks. And it's, the fall part of the schedule since they started doing this has always been a place where young talent sort of been rewarded. One of the guys that comes to mind is Tom Kim, who kind of cut his teeth here in the fall schedule in years past. He's looking to become the first player since Steve Stricker at the John Deere Classic to win the same tournament 3 years in a row. So he'll be here looking to do that, make a little bit of history. It gives you something interesting to root for, right? Whether you like Tom Kim or not, if you kind of like the history of golf and situations.
He's got no chance. he's got no chance this year. Only reason I say this is now he's old enough to go and play in the casinos. So that's just another additive. And I put this in my handicapping. Who likes to gamble? These are things that I check out, and I call this the nerd week for me.
All right,
the nerd week, because I always look at guys that are kind of nerdy that maybe don't like to gamble, and you got to know these things. Or most of them like to gamble, but I'm talking about gamble.
Sure, yeah.
So that certainly is in the equation when it comes to our gambling this week when we talk about a little later in the show.
Right, for sure. So yeah, and we didn't mention yet, but you just did. They're in Las Vegas at TPC Summerlin. It's par 71, 7,255 yards with a $7 million purse. By the way, $7 million purse for a fall schedule event. That's not bad, man.
No, it's pretty. Yeah, it's good. I mean, this has been around. This tournament's been around for a long time. The guys love going here. They do. I mean, you don't see the bigger names. Sometimes you do. Jordan Spieth, every once in a while, JT. But when they first coming up, but this is certainly a tournament that you're going to see a lot of up and coming stars, a lot of guys that get some of the first starts. It's just, they've had it at TP Summerlin for a long time. The guys know the golf course, as opposed to last week. It was a first time event, and it's going to play a little similar kind of desert golf like it did last week. If the wind blows and, you could get all kinds of crazy conditions, but most of these guys know this golf course as opposed to last week. So you're going to see some familiar faces play well this week as they've done in the past. They know the formula, they know the regime, they know the golf course, they know how late to stay in the casinos or what casino to go to. So the familiarity certainly this week is going to help these guys as opposed to last week when they're kind of on new soil, kind of not really close, hard to get to the golf course, very hilly. So look for some guys on the card that's played well there in the past.
So Tom Kim is here going for his three-peat. Johnny says there's no chance because he's old enough to bet now. Might be something else having to do with that because he's gone winless since he won here last fall. But he, according to all other experts that Johnny doesn't agree with, he has the potential here to contend once again. Had a pretty strong showing at the President's Cup. And speaking of the President's Cup, Taylor Pendrith will be here. He sort of headlines a contingent of 2024 PGA Tour winners that also include Davis Thompson, Austin Eckroat, Cam Davis, Johnny Vegas, and Nick Taylor. Does Johnny Vegas stand any chance in Vegas for anything?
Oh, for a lot of things, but just not golf.
Not golf?
No, just not golf-wise. I mean, we have this thing at Johnny Vegas. We talk about it all the time, and it is very true. And listen, look at the history of Johnny Vegas. He did win this year, but look where he won. We'll say it over and over and over again. Any facility, any golf tournament where Johnny Vegas goes to, that there's hot women. I know he's married. I know he's got kids. He has no chance. Doesn't matter. It does not matter.
I was married once. Had kids once.
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't matter. Doesn't turn your appeal off to other women.
Nope.
I learned that the hard way. That wedding ring that I used to wear on my finger,
they like it more.
I might start wearing a wedding ring again.
You should.
That'd be awesome. I think I still have some.
Some. Yeah, right. For the fourth. How many times you been married? 3 times?
So I've added up one time. I've had 3 marriages for a total of, 29 years. And if I'd have stayed married to wife number 1, this year would be 33 years. Which just sounds gross. Sounds gross to me.
It does.
That long with one person. Ugh. Plus, she was 22 when we got married.
How old were you?
So she's 20. So she's
you went older.
Well, when I was 20, I couldn't really go younger.
Sure you can.
But I didn't want to.
My
brother
say
went
you didn't
younger.
want to.
My brother did. He was, when he got married to his first and only wife, they're still together. He was 22. She was 17.
No, that's just not right.
She had to get parental consent to get married. They're still married now, 52 years later.
If you got to ask your parents, then you're out. That's how you go to jail.
Those are the girlfriends I look for now. Hey, can you go ask your mom and dad if you can come out and stay late on a school night?
Boy, this just went. We're this early, 17 minutes in the show, and you just went this way. Just this. Well, it actually does fit. It is fitting for the Vegas tournament. There's just you never know what's going to happen in Vegas. So, it's a very maybe it just fits the category here when we talk about it. Yeah. Have you been? When's the last time you've been to Vegas? Have you been to Vegas?
Last time I was in Vegas was 1991. The very first weekend, the Mirage opened. We stayed in it. I was there for a trade show, computer trade show for a company I worked for. Wow. And we stayed in the Mirage the first weekend it was open, and it's not even there anymore. I just found out they shut it down and they're demolishing it.
It's like almost 25 years you haven't been to Vegas.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, no. I mean, I'd love to go back. I want to go for the F1 race. I wanted to go for the F1 race this year, but
yeah.
Now we've got the F1 race in Austin this weekend. I really wanted to go to, but I'm not going to have time. And then now we've got the IndyCar race coming to Arlington in 2026 that I'm going to try to be a part of as much as I possibly can. So
yeah, that's cool.
But Vegas, man, I get it. Like Vegas, I would go to Vegas any opportunity that I ever had. I just don't have a reason or anything to go. So
when I had my other business, we were out there a lot, and I haven't been to Vegas I haven't been to Vegas since COVID. So
is that one of your ex-wives?
No. So it's just COVID. So it's been 4 years since I've been to Vegas, but I would go on a golf trip with a bunch of buddies from Ohio, and it was great. We'd go once a year, and then I got in the other business, and we'd go 3 or 4 times a year, and that was just too much. Like, it's just one of those places
too much,
yeah, it's just way too much. And everybody says, you go to Vegas for 2 or 3 days. I'm like, man, I fly all the way that far for 2 or 3 days. You're done after 2. I mean, you're beat up. I mean, you're just, for a lot of the things that I like to do, it's a lot, and you don't sleep, you don't eat, it's just one of those things it's a lot of fun, but man, they're right. It's just 2 days, and then just figure out a way to get on some plane to get the hell back to reality. Cause that's not it.
And I'm not a big gambler anyway. Like, I'll have fun on the slots and stuff, and I'll spend a lot of time on the slots.
That's not gambling.
I don't play, and that's fine. I don't play cards because I don't know really how. And I'm really bad at it anyway. I've never played crap, stuff like that. It doesn't appeal to me. I don't mind watching. So when I go to Vegas, like, I want to eat. I want to eat and talk to hookers. Like, that's all I care about. I said talk to. That's all I do. It's just for research purposes.
Wow. I'm just
saying.
I mean, they are real people. I mean, they do have some good conversations.
They are. They got experiences too.
The thing with it, you just don't know in Vegas. I mean, you don't know what kind of profession that they're in when they're out there. They're all just super nice. So
yeah, I ran across that last time I was there.
Yeah. Next thing you know, it's a $600 bill.
Had 2 girls sleep in my room that I just met, and I still woke up with all my clothes and all of my belongings. I didn't get robbed, stabbed, or anything.
In 1991,
and they were just tourists like me. They were there on a girls' trip. I think one of them was married.
Yeah, girls' trip.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But it was fun.
Yeah, so. Vegas is a different animal.
Well, before we get into any more debauchery, let's go ahead and take a break here on this golf show that we're doing to preview the 2024 Shriners Children's Open here on FanStream Sports. I'm Tim. That's Johnny. We'll be back after this.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, GetStarPower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tom's Town, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about Turf Life. You've seen the hats on our heads. You've been or seen the video of the studio. You've seen that the decals are all over the place. Turf Life. Man, it's the brand that salutes the consumer and industry players everywhere whose lives involve turf. What does that mean? It means if you play or have a business or, maybe you're a sports educator, you're going to be on turf at some point. So you live the turf life. So go ahead and tell everybody you live the turf life by having your Turf Life window decal or, the hat or the keychain or the something. Along that lines, just go to turflifeclub.com and become a turf head. That's what it's called when you live the turf life. You're now a turf head. And you can go join the club today, snag that window decal, or snag any other special Turf Life accessories and go over there to that website, which is turflifeclub.com, and get your stuff and show everybody that, man, I'm all about that turf life. And then you just kind of raise your coffee mug at them and go, yeah, turf life, baby. That's what it's about. And then that's the end of the commercial. Ding. That means it's done in microwave talk.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
For more than 3 decades, Bob's Steak and Chop House has remained an icon of DFW restaurants. Why? Well, maybe it's because of Bob. He's fanatical about cleanliness and friendliness, and his food, oh my Lord, his food. If you've been there, you know about it. If you haven't been there, you should know about it. The original Bob welcomes you at either of his 2 locations, Bob's on Lemon Avenue or the sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch, McKinney.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
You know Volvo's reputation for building beautiful, long-lasting cars. Well, Crest Volvo Cars, located at 121 on the Tollway in Frisco, has over 300 brand new Volvos at terrific prices. And there's also that hard-to-find low interest available. When you're at Crest Volvo, say howdy to General Manager Mike Brusen. Then test drive your favorite Volvo. Crest Volvo, off 121 on the Tollway in Frisco.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim. That is John Gerber, PGA of America member and star of From the Rough. We are coming at you talking 2024 Shriners Children's Open, giving our past reviews of the city of Las Vegas, ex-wives, marriages, birth control.
You get it all here. You just get, birth control. You certainly don't have, you're an expert on. You are not an expert on that. So why don't you wait till the next show? Why don't you wait till the next show?
I don't know if we're having a next show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Technical difficulties with the other guest or the other host.
Fair.
Stuck at work for the time being. But anyway, so that means I got to get it all out here.
Well, no, we got to get a filler for the next show.
But yes, the Shriners Children's Open. I always want to call it the Shriners Children's Hospital Open, but I guess it's just the Shriners Children's Open.
Different.
Coming at you this weekend from Las Vegas. And Johnny, let's get into the field and the odds. We've discussed Tom Kim several times, the defending two-time champion of this very tournament.
Yep.
He has been winless since last year's victory here. And he is your favorite at 12-1. And he's not a favorite by just a little bit. He is a favorite by a lot. Pretty good performance at the President's Open, I would say. He's been one of the worst putters in the field all season, but he played well at the President's Cup. But he is your favorite at 12-1. All right. And, we've seen lower for sure, but usually you've got a guy that say 12-1 is your favorite. Then the next guy comes in at like 14-1, right? Or 15-1. Our next player listed in the odds is Davis Thompson and Taylor Pendrith. And you got to go all the way back down to 25-1 for the odds for Davis Thompson and Taylor Pendrith.
Yeah, you're looking at something like that. They're basing on his course knowledge. Obviously, he's the past winner the last 2 years. I don't think, I thought he played solid at the President's Cup, but I think there was just all the drama that he kind of put on himself at the President's Cup, just getting trout dunked and then just causing commotion and stirring kicking the bear, poking the bear with Scotty Scheffler. I mean, what do you dude? What are you doing? I get you trying to rouse up your team, but you're not that leader on that team yet. Dude, you're 21 years old. You're not the leader of that team to be able to do those things. So that part of Tom Kim, man, I don't really care for. You got to grow into that role. He's not, he wanted to try to be the leader and motivate these guys. And I get it. I really do get it. It's not your role yet, dude. It's not your role yet. And you're not equipped to handle that yet. You're not.
Let the game come to you. Don't force it.
So I think there's, you're looking at something like that. I mean, listen, first off, you can't make any money on him if you're betting. Listen, right. if you want to bet with your buddies and say, hey, man, I'm going to take Tom Kim this week. Well, first off, you're stupid. And if you just want bragging rights, that's fine. But we're going to brag on. You're going to take Tom Kim or the field. So that's basically what you're doing here because you can't make any money on him.
Yeah.
So I don't really like him in this spot, and I don't really like him in the tournament. I just don't like his past month. I just don't like it. So Taylor Pendrith, we'll see. I like a couple other guys. You'll see. We'll talk about on our card a couple other Canadian guys that maybe were not on that team that plays well there. Length is not really a massive issue here. 7,200-yard golf course, par 71 with elevation, so it's playing about 6,800 yards for these guys with the adjusted scenario. So I think there's a few other guys that I like on the card that like in the field that has maybe something to prove. You'll see maybe a Canadian guy on the card, and maybe the guys that are playing in a good form. A couple guys that played last week that's used to the elevation change. It's not as rusty as some of these other guys that's coming in. Right. So, Taylor Pendrith, I think it negates his length, this golf course. You just don't have to be that long for this place to have success.
No, I agree with you there. As far as we talk about it all the time on the show, if you want to make money, you got to stop betting the favorites because you're not going to make any money. You may win a lot, and you'll get bragging rights with your buddies at the water cooler at the office. Hey, man, I picked the winner. Well, yeah, because you keep picking favorites, you idiot.
Yeah, pick Scotty Scheffler every week, right? That's fine, but you're not going to make any money.
You look real good, but you're still going to be poor.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey.
Taylor Pendrith at 25-1, as I mentioned, along with Davis Thompson. Pendrith is the highest ranked player in the FedEx Cup standings to tee it up this week after he finished 2024 14th in the race for the FedEx Cup. He had a win in Dallas, strong second half to his season. He climbed up the upper echelon of the PGA Tour as far as players go. His play at the President's Cup was more smoke and mirrors, if anything. He struggled when the lights were the brightest, as he usually does. But I think he'd have pretty good chances here But again, not a lot of room to make money. More than Tom Kim, but at 25-1, you're still not going to make a ton of money on him.
Yeah, it's tough. That's a tough one.
Tom Hoagie at 28-1.
Love him.
You love Tom Hoagie. We know. I'm getting hungry now talking about Hoagies.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Kitayama and Kashmir Keith Mitchell.
He's out.
A lot of guys at 30-1 here. Kurt Kitayama, Keith Mitchell, Steven Yeager, Seamus Power, Bo Hostler, all at 30-1. And remember, these odds were all probably as of yesterday, so they may be a little bit different on Johnny and mine's card when we get into the picks here at the end of the show. But what is it that you like about Steven Yeager so much right now?
Well, you say that the opposite. Actually, there's things I don't like. He's going to be on our card just because the numbers were good. We'll talk about that. He's played the last couple weeks. He's played okay. I don't like the way he's driving the golf ball. I don't. But this is a really good spot for Steven Yeager in terms of, man, he's played last week. He drives his misses, which I don't like where his misses are. They're high right golf misses, but it's a big ballpark this week is the same as last week. He's finished in the top 25 the last 2 weeks, coming into some really good form. He's playing well in a field like this. So it's not I don't want to say it's not a great field because every PGA Tour event is a great field,
right?
But it's not an event that, you're not going to be intimidated. This is a guy who's not really intimidated anyways. So I think he's got enough discipline and enough bulldog in him to play well, especially coming off a good performance last week. I don't like the way he's driving the golf ball.
Right.
I don't. But he's played this event before and he knows where to miss it. He's got plenty of length to be able to compete on the par fives. I just like how he's continuing to play. Right. He's not coming in this place rusty, and it's not a vacation for him like for some of these guys like Kashmir Keith.
Right.
Keith Mitchell, let me tell you something. I mean, if you listen to his interviews, it doesn't even look like he gives a shit. He's so talented of a guy. He just goes through the motions, right? And if he wins, he wins. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It's whatever. And Vegas, I think there's a lot of temptations for him. I just do. I think he likes other things. I think he's going to finish in the top 40. I don't have him on our card just because I just think that outside distractions, some of the other things that he likes to do, you have it there in Vegas. So, hey, I think he'll be double digits under par around that, but I don't think that's going to win the golf tournament.
Wow, really? Like what's your approximation for
it'll be
par
18,
that wins?
It'll be 18-20.
Ugh,
Just what
gross.
it is there. This is a tournament that you hate. It's a par 71.
Yep.
It'll be 18-20.
All of the things I hate.
Yeah, you're gonna hate this week. You're gonna hate this week.
And Max Home was not playing, so
yeah, he needs to not play for a while. He needs to reset.
More. Yeah, but he needs to play more. He needs to get
you
better.
Yeah, but he needs to reset and work. He switched coaches. He switched back to coaches. He's mentally in not a very good place for his golf game to really listen, you got to realize that if you're in the middle of a swing change or switching coaches and you're still in a quandary of what you're trying to do, it's better not to play. Now, if you're working on something and you're solidified in what you're working on, then go play and get the kinks out, see where your misses are. But he's in the middle of that. And that's just not that's living in the gray in golf is not good. It's just not good. It's not. So I think he might play a bit, maybe a couple of events. Zozo, I'm sure he's probably going to play.
Probably, yeah.
But I think he needs a little bit of time because I thought he played. I didn't like the way he played in the President's Cup at all.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like his demeanor. I just didn't like it. So, he's in that middle of making a swing change or redefining what he's done well and listen to a different voice. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Your guy, Max, when he's not in the tournament, that doesn't mean it's not a good tournament.
No, not at all. He just needs to quit playing with idiots like me who mess up his game because I said, man, you're moving your hips. Keep your hips straight.
Yeah,
you're rotating too fast. I keep putting all these things in his head. You're rotating too fast. You got to slow
down. That's your boy. That's your boy. So I'm pretty sure he listens to you. Well, there's a million things he should not listen to. I don't even know one thing he should actually listen to you on.
His wife hates me.
Yeah, I'm sure. Why? I don't blame her. I mean, can't listen to you in golf, can't listen to you in relationship advice or
Sure you can.
Especially your debauchery in 1876 in Vegas that you just said you had when,
1876.
Yeah, I mean, they don't call what you called them the H word. They don't call them that there in Vegas. They call them
hookers.
You can't say that word.
Why?
It's frowned upon.
No, it's not. That's what they call themselves.
No, they don't. They don't. No.
What is prostitutes?
No, they don't call them that either.
Ladies of the evening, escorts. What?
Getting a little gentleman's services.
No, that's called a barbershop.
It's not. No,
Gentleman's services is a lot of things, but
they call themselves.
They
call themselves people. They're just people.
Well, they're not people. They're hookers.
Just please don't say that word anymore.
They're not real.
Unless you're talking about like Malik Hooker or Hendon Hooker or something like that. You just can't say that.
I was wondering how long it was going to take for you to invoke the name Hendon Hooker as I was saying all of this.
If you had that, you're good. You are good.
If you had Hendon Hooker on your From the Rough bingo card, then you win.
Mm-hmm.
Do you even know where he plays now?
Yeah, I do. Detroit.
There you go. That's my boy.
I'm very good at this.
I like other guys.
I'm very good at this.
Or where?
Scotty Scheffler.
Another guy that's not playing. Following deeper into the odds field here, Adam Hadwin and Maverick McNeely, Matt McCarty, and Eric Cole all rounded out at 35-1. McCarty won in Utah. This just the second player to earn a 3-victory promotion and win on the PGA Tour in the same season. Is he a flash in the pan, or is he going to keep advancing here and continue to win? I'm kind of torn on him.
I mean, he's on this stretch of it's kind of unprecedented this last 6-week stretch. I mean, listen, golf is golf. I think the last guys did that was Chad Campbell, maybe. I think and it's been that long ago that somebody's done that. He won early in the season, won 2 events, got in there, and then won again. So it's just one of those things, man, when you're playing good. The guy's talented. Listen, I mean, there's so many talented guys on tour. This is why most people, they want to build about, I want the signature events to see the superstars. But you wouldn't see the up-and-coming superstars if you don't have these events. I'm not saying Matt McCarty is a superstar, but we've had that. Tom Kim is an example of that.
Yeah.
Like, we've had these guys that you have these off kind of, I don't want to say off bad events, but that's the wrong way to say it. But, will he win again? I don't know. I mean, the guys won 3 times in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good, man. And winning is winning. And I don't care about the competition. When you win and you come out there and you have that confidence, and I don't flash in the pan's the wrong way to say it. Do I think of the guy? He has the skill set. He hits the ball plenty far, and it's the modern day PGA Tour player. They hit the ball far and they putt the ball good. They just do. And all these guys, you're going to see it. There's 100 Matt McCartys out there. There is.
Yeah,
there is. He just got on a run. I mean, these kids coming up are so good these days. Give them the opportunities. Golf is in a good place when you're able to have these type events. That's what the fall season is for, to highlight some of these future PGA stars.
And then finally, as I mentioned, Eric Cole, the reigning PGA Tour Rookie of the Year. He's still looking for his first victory. I feel like tournaments like this is where that would happen for him. And I haven't followed him closely this fall, but any chance at 35-1, he comes out in front here.
Eric Cole?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Eric Cole. I think it's a great golf course for him. You're looking at a guy that, is he going to be out till 3:00 in the morning? No. He wants to win. This guy wants to win. And the game, this golf course fits him pretty well. He's one of the best ball strikers on the PGA Tour. I think it fits him very well. The greens are slopey a little bit, but they're not going to be overwhelmingly slopey. So, yeah, I like him this week. You're going to see him on our card. I love him this week. He's our number 1 pick, and we'll talk about him a little bit later.
All right, yeah, we'll get into our picks here right on the other side. We're going to take another quick break, and then Johnny's going to make you some money, and I'm going to make you laugh a little bit with my dartboard picks right here on From the Rough. I'm Tim. That's Johnny. We'll be back.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Today's show is brought to you by Tom's Town, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tom's Town, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
In 1993, Bob opened the original Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon Avenue. 32 years later, the original Bob still greets you at the original Bob's. And now his sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch has opened in McKinney. Same fantastic beef and fresh seafood at these two Bob's, each run by the Bob's Steak and Chop House.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life? It's pretty much, if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Crest Infinity in Frisco. Through the end of the month, you can lease the 2024 QX60 pure front-wheel drive for just $499 a month for 36 months. You bring $44.69 due at signing and drive away. And it gets better. This month, when you lease the new QX60, Infinity will cover the tax. On approved credit, 5s to choose from. See dealer for complete details. Expires 8/31/24. Also, you can get a $15,000 incentive on all remaining in-stock 2024 QX80 models with more than 30 to choose from. Get on out to Crest Infinity to test drive one today. Off 121 in the Tollway in Frisco or online at crestinfinity.com. There's good, there's better, and then there's Crest.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, getstarpower.com. That's getstarpower.com.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim. That is Johnny the Gerb Man, Gerbinator Gerb, live from South Fort Worth in his luscious home studio.
Well, it's going to be for about another probably 15 minutes, so everything falls down. So it's
I have more faith in you than that.
A little bit. I'm joking. It's pretty good, but certainly needs your touches over here.
Oh, don't ever say that out loud again. That just sounded weird.
Yeah, that probably wasn't the best.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd go there with that choice of words here. Because
how about your studio building touches? Is that I
like other guys.
I mean, that's fine. You can say that. Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes when there's only one pickle in the pickle jar, you just got to eat that pickle.
You've got a drop that talks about pickles. You've got a drop that
I like other guys.
you got that one.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to wonder a little bit.
Yeah,
Jesus.
You even invoked the name of Jesus in one of your drops.
Because that's what I can't even go that route. So it's so funny.
I just don't know about you sometimes.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Johnny.
F you.
So there we go. That's the show.
Yeah.
No, we can't
That's it.
get out of here without.
Thanks for our sponsors. Thanks for our sponsors for the last week.
Thanks for our last time sponsors. Can't get out of here without giving everybody what they want. It's time for our Johnny's winning picks and my dartboard picks. And I usually judge the success of my picks, not based on how they perform in the tournament, but more or less how Johnny reacts to them. So that's always fun. So let's get our picks music here.
Is this the game show theme?
Yeah, it's match game.
Match game.
Yeah.
Is that 2 and 2? No, that's Chuck Woolery.
No, that was Chuck Woolery. Love Connection.
Love.
If y'all want to go out on a date again, we'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Nah, we're good.
No, we're good. We're good.
I never want to see that hoe again.
Mm-hmm. Boy, this turned into just a hooker and hoe show.
Hookers and hoes. Boats and hoes. I mean, I have a
know that
t-shirt
reference.
that says hookers and blow that somebody gave me for my birthday once. I need to start wearing that on the air.
Yeah. We got to get those t-shirts that you're running for. You and Colby are running for the new presidency.
Yeah. 20.
You have a picture. You have a picture. Show a picture of that. Let's see what the audience thinks. You got to have it.
Where did you see? Did I send it to you?
You sent it on you was on the book face, or you sent it on something.
Oh, I'll find it while you're doing your picks. Then that's right.
Yeah.
I'll have to go find it.
We're gonna get someone send it out. Some of the listeners, if y'all want these t-shirts, we'll send them out. We got a bunch of good swag coming out. So
$100 a piece.
Yeah. So the listeners, if you want some DSP t-shirts, hats, we got a bunch of that stuff.
FanStream Sports.
Yeah. DSP FanStream Sports. We'll send it out to you. Love to hear your comments, and whoever's got the best comments and all that stuff, please text in and we'll send you out some good swag.
And if you've got a single sister that's between the ages of 22 and 27, go ahead and send me her details, and we'll see if there's a love connection.
Do you know you're still in Little Elm? You're not in Vegas. Just because the tournament is in Vegas this week, you're not there. Like, you can't be soliciting things.
I'm always in Vegas.
Your mind is Vegas.
Vegas is a state of mind, sir.
Yeah.
It's not a Nile. It's not a river in Africa.
Yeah. Yeah. Denial.
So, Johnny, let's take a look at Tim's dartboard picks for this week. We'll start with number 20, like we always do. Our buddy that we saw at the Byron Nelson a couple years ago.
Oh, you got your girl there. You got your few. Oh, wow. You got that picture. You got to have that picture.
What picture?
You got Davis Thompson on there. Is he going to be?
No, and so okay, I do. Hang on, I do. I was in the middle of grabbing it, and I got surprised because we came back from break, and I wasn't expecting it. But by all means, so yeah, Luke List at plus 550 is my top 20. And these fall tournaments are always tough on me, trying to figure stuff like that out. But
just the fall ones are tough on you, or just
the other ones are easy. I don't know what.
Yeah, yeah, it's easy. Yeah, the other ones are easy.
I mean, no, I don't know these guys like. Well, I mean, not that I know any of the guys. Nobody knows them like Johnny does. But a lot of these guys I don't know, so I try to stick with the guys that I know more. Like Luke List, well, obviously we've talked about quite a bit. So that's my top 20 at plus 550. My top 10. Casimir Keith Mitchell at plus 400. That guy can win anywhere at any time in any weather, wearing any type of clothing on any grass at any elevation with any golf club in his hand.
Yep.
Plus
I agree.
400 for a top 10. I feel like that's a lot of value. See, I got a lot of value in all of these picks. If you'll notice, Johnny, see, that's what I think about value.
His plus 400 is what he's going to be. Is what he's going to be playing every hand at the blackjack table.
It's going to be his blood alcohol content by Sunday.
Yeah.
And then for my winner, Johnny, at 30-1, we're about to be linked even more so than what we were before because his soon-to-be ex-wife is going to be running into my arms. As Holly Grace Robinson Thompson Hamm will soon be running into my arms.
That's not the right picture. That's way too. That's the wrong picture. Well, show the one where she's running into your arms because that is the wedding capital of the world. So if he doesn't win this week, I want to see the one where you guys are actually getting married together and holding each other.
I don't think I have those pictures. I don't think I have those anymore.
Did he make you take him down?
No, she did. She's like, I don't look good in that picture. Take it down.
Oh, yeah, he was getting jealous, so yeah.
She said, I have a pooch in my belly. I'm like, have you seen my pooch? My belly is a pooch.
Yeah.
It has a pouch.
Marsupial.
She said, no, just take this. She goes, we'll take better ones next time I see you. I said, all right.
You got to show that picture. Though you two pictures you got to show. You got to show that one and the other.
I might have to redo them because I don't think I kept them. I think they're gone forever.
How would you get rid of those memories with her? I mean, that's just
because she told me to, and she said we'd make new ones.
You never listen to any woman anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I listen to Holly Grace Robinson Thompson Hamm.
Okay, all right.
I'm a little heated just talking about it right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Terrible. You need some of that Tom's Town. You might as well, with our picks coming up, what's our deal is you better get ready for a couple Jaeger shots because you know who's on our card.
I know. I'm about to go in here as soon as I do the card thing here.
That's right.
So here's Johnny's winning picks brought to you by Tom's Town. Also, OrionGolf.com, pioneers in golf facilities management. Johnny, tell everybody about your picks while I grab a couple of shots.
We're looking at pretty good this week. After coming off, we pushed last week. We had Hendrik Norlander plus 700 to finish in that top 10 spot. He came through with us. We had a good opportunity last week, but we still are super plus from the board. We're just a little under $6,920 plus profit for the year. 52, 28, and 7 on our matchups. We haven't really had any matchups so far this year or in the fall season just because I didn't like some of the matchups. Not because I'm not following. It's just, Listen, this is very difficult when you start seeing some of the guys that you might not know. You're watching a lot of golf. You're seeing how these guys are kind of getting ready or maybe kind of looking to not playing aggressive because they want to keep their card. So this fall season, there's tournaments inside a tournament for these guys potentially keeping their card. I'm a big fan of Eric Cole this week at 28-1. Listen, he's not going to be distracted by the lights of Vegas. He's not a guy that goes out a lot. He's not going to be at the tables all week like a lot of these guys are. A lot of these guys, man, they go out there to have fun. They're just so talented. Keith Mitchell. That can just go out there and party all night. This guy is not one of them. He wants to win. I think he's good enough to win. Length is not an issue. 28-1. I love him in this spot. Steven Jaeger, 35-1. We talked about him a little bit earlier, coming off of, playing pretty solid the last couple weeks. I don't really like the way he's driving the golf ball. I think he's going to get that fixed over his work the last couple of days, but I like how he looks at the elevation, getting used to it, how he played last week in Utah. It's very similar, maybe a little less in Vegas than it is in Utah, but he's getting used to that type of those types of conditions, desert golf. So I like him at 35-1. Ben Griffin at 45-1. Pretty solid guy. I think there's value there. Again, similar to Eric Cole, he's not going to be damaged by the limelights out there in Vegas. The guy wants to win. He's been playing pretty solid. That value at 45-1 to some of the best one of the best ball strikers on the PGA Tour. I love him in this spot. Ham sandwich pick, Nick Hardy, 100-1. Last 2 weeks, listen to me. He led the field. Last 2 weeks, he's led the field in greens and regulation. He missed 4 greens last week in a golf course that he did not know. Love him as a ball striker. He's got plenty of length. Nick Hardy, 100-1. However you play him, if you don't want to put this much odds on him, play him on your card, whether it's top 10, top 20. But I love him with this value at 100-1. The guy's going to win. He's way too talented. 10 picks this week, as always. Tom Hoagie at plus 360. Again, we're going to go back to this is the nerd event for me. I'm looking at guys that don't like to go out and party and hang out.
It's the Nerd Wallet Open.
It is. It is. You're going to look at these guys. Hey, man, I don't really think they're big gamblers, big boozers. They might be a little bit, but they know their limits. And you look at these guys, they want to continue to get off to a strong finish in the fall without the big names on the PGA Tour playing these next few weeks. Tom Hoagie fits that bill. He hasn't had a great year to his standards after a win at Pebble last year. Plus 360. I like him in this spot. Cam Davis at plus 400. Man, this guy's either feast or famine. He's got way too much talent. He's played well in this golf tournament before. I like him at this spot at 400. He hasn't played well coming into form. I think he's a little upset he didn't get on the President's Cup team. But I think he's going to have something to prove at plus 400. 2 top 20 picks this week. Same scenario with Adam Hadwin at plus 280. I think he feels snubbed not playing on the President's Cup team.
Yep.
He plays well there. His caddy, Joey Cruz, knows this golf course very well. He likes going out there. He likes playing in this tournament. Played there out there a bunch. I think he needs to build some momentum going into the next season. No reason for him not to play well in that top 20 spot at plus 280. And Kevin Streelman at plus 550. Listen, he played fantastic last week. Again, he's not one of the longest guys on the PGA Tour. With the elevation, he's one of the most solid ball strikers on the PGA Tour. So length is not really going to be a big issue. He's played well here in the past. He's had great success. He loves the golf course. Getting used to playing last week in elevation changed a lot with these other guys. If you look at similar what's going on here, they played last week also. Eric Cole, Steven Yeager, Nick Hardy, Ben Griffin, all these guys played pretty solid last week getting used to elevation change. So I really liked Kevin Streelman with that value at plus 550.
Very good. And in honor, as we always do on the show, Johnny, in honor of Steven Yeager being on our card, on your card, or my card, whichever one he's on.
Whichever one. Cheers.
For some reason today, felt like doing the double barrels.
Why not?
I mean, why not? It's Steven Yeager, right?
It is Steven Yeager. There's one. Ha! There's two. That's good. That is good.
Bailey's going to hate me later.
That's it. So, well, it'll be later. She already hates you now. What do you mean?
No, that's Britt that hates me right now.
No, of course. She hates everybody.
Right now she does.
Yeah, okay.
Hi,
Britt.
Yeah.
Hi, Britt. Hi, Britt.
Guarantee she ain't listening right now.
Yeah, okay. All right. There you go. You messed that one up again.
Very much so.
Hey, it's me. I messed it up again.
Hey, it's me. I didn't do it. This is all her this time, believe it or not.
Of course. Yeah,
it's all her.
I know you had nothing to do with it.
Freaking chicks. What do they know? I don't know anything.
They know a lot. They know everything.
All right. Well, very good. That's going to do it for From the Rough for today. Monday show? Probably not.
Potential Monday show. We'll see. We'll potential for sure. Wednesday potential. We need it. Monday. Let's plan on Monday for sure.
But first things first, you guys need to make sure you tune in on Saturday to our social media at From the Rough PGA, at Jay Gerber PGA Pro, at IndyCarTim. Put those on the screen for the thousands of you that are watching the show right now.
Did you find that T-shirt?
I did. So yes, because you want to tune in for Johnny's matchups on Saturday morning and on Sunday morning if he has those, and we
might do a live show. I might do a video for that. I'm gonna start doing videos on Saturday. Look at that, and I'm gonna wear that T-shirt right there.
See what it says at the bottom: "Making America Cringe Again."
That's right,
because that's what we do on the Colby Sapp and IndyCarTim show Mondays and Wednesdays. Fam Stream Sports, 7:00 Central Time.
And if y'all want some of those T-shirts, we'd love to get it out there. I think you're as good as anybody, not to get political, but you're as good as anybody in the race this year. So, man, you never know.
I mean, we can't be worse than what's out there right now, right? Surely we can do better than what's there now.
You think so?
I mean, there's no question. So,
you think so?
All right, we will be back on Monday with a recap of the 2024 Shriners Children's Open. But before that, like I said, on Saturday, find us on social media for Johnny's matchups. We'll do those Saturday and Sunday before the recap on Monday. And you guys enjoy your golf this weekend. Enjoy your NFL this weekend. Make sure you tune into FanStream Sports 24/7 with our app that you can download for iOS and for Android. We appreciate everybody that's tuned in today. We had a big crowd. We hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back on Monday. Until then, boys and girls, Y'all keep hitting them straight.